Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an interesting topic, the science of being transgender. Let's explore this together. But before we continue, we would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon so you do not miss out on any future educational LGBTQIA+ content. Ever wonder why some people say they're transgender? It's like having a puzzle where the pieces don't quite fit how you expected. Some folks feel that the gender everyone says they are doesn't match up with what's in their heart and mind. So they set out on a journey to match their outside with their inside, changing their name, style, or even getting medical help to feel right in their own skin. From ancient rulers who broke the mold to today's science that shows our brains play a big part in who we are. We'll all cover it in this video. Let's dive in. Transgender is a word we use for people who feel the gender they were born with doesn't match the one they actually are. Imagine your body is like a house, but the inside feels different from how it looks on the outside. Some people feel like a boy, some feel like a girl, and others feel like neither or something different. That feeling inside is called gender identity. For people who are transgender, what they feel inside doesn't match their body. They might decide to make changes so that their body matches how they feel inside. This can include things like changing their name, taking special medicine, or sometimes having surgery. The history of transgender people goes way back, showing that people have always felt and expressed their gender in diverse ways, even if they didn't always have the words we use today. A really interesting story from a long time ago is about a Roman emperor named Elagabalus, who ruled around 200 CE. Elagabalus is known for doing things that were pretty unusual for a leader back then, like wearing makeup and dresses, which were considered women's clothing. She preferred that people referred to her as a lady, even though she was assigned male at birth. Some stories even say Elagabalus might have asked doctors if they could help change her body to match how she felt on the inside. While we can't know exactly how Elagabalus would describe her gender if she lived today, her story shows us that people living in different genders than what was expected of them isn't new. Throughout history, in cultures all around the world, there have been people who lived lives that didn't fit into the strict categories of male or female. Figuring out if you're transgender is a very personal journey and different for everyone. It's like listening to your favorite music and knowing it's right for you because it makes you feel good inside. If you feel deep down that the gender everyone calls you doesn't fit how you feel about yourself inside, you might be transgender. Imagine looking in the mirror and feeling like the person staring back isn't the real you, or wishing you could be called he instead of she. These feelings can be a sign. It's also okay if it takes time to understand these feelings or to find words that fit you best. Some people talk with friends, family, or counselors who know a lot about gender to help figure things out. Think of your brain as the boss of your body, telling you who you are and how you feel. When we talk about being transgender, scientists say it's your brain that really knows your true gender, not just the body you were born with. Scientists have found that certain parts of the brain look more like the gender someone knows they are inside, even if their body looks different. So being transgender is about listening to your brain, because that's where your true self lives. The European Network for the Investigation of Gender Incongruence, or NEG for short, is a big team of scientists and doctors from different countries in Europe who work together to learn more about being transgender. They want to understand why some people feel that their gender is different from what was expected when they were born. One of the cool studies they did was led by a scientist named Dr. Julie Backer. She and her team looked closely at the brains of transgender people to see if there were any differences. What they found was really interesting. The brains of transgender folks have some special features that match their true gender, not the gender people thought they were when they were born. This study helps us understand that being transgender is a real thing that's about how the brain works. It's not just how someone decides to feel one day. This research is super important because it helps everyone understand and support transgender people better, showing that everyone's feelings about their gender are a part of who they are. Transgender people might take certain medicines as part of their journey to live as their true selves. These medicines can include hormone therapy, which helps their bodies match how they feel on the inside. For transgender women, people who were assigned male at birth but identify and live as women. This might mean taking estrogen to develop more typically feminine features. For transgender men, people who were assigned female at birth but identify and live as men. This could involve taking testosterone to have more typically masculine characteristics. These treatments can make a big difference in how someone looks and feels, helping them to feel more comfortable in their own skin. When transgender people decide to live as their true selves, they often go through two big changes: medical and social. On the medical side, they might work with doctors to get treatments like hormone therapy or surgery, which helps them look and feel more like the gender they identify with. Socially, coming out as transgender means telling friends, family, and sometimes the whole world about their true gender. This can be a big relief and very freeing, but it's not always easy. When transgender people want their bodies to reflect how they feel on the inside, there are several medical operations they can consider. These surgeries are like steps on a journey to help their outer appearance match their true self. For transgender men, female to male, some common surgeries include top surgery to create a male-looking chest, and bottom surgery, which can involve creating a new penis through procedures like phalloplasty or metoidioplasty. For transgender women, male to female, surgeries might include breast augmentation to add breast tissue, and vaginoplasty to create a vagina. There's also facial feminization surgery that helps the face look more traditionally feminine, and voice surgery to adjust how the voice sounds. Each of these surgeries has its own name because it focuses on a different part of the body, helping transgender people feel more like themselves. It's important to remember that not every transgender person will want or need surgery to feel complete. It's all about what makes each person feel true to who they are inside. When we talk about the pronouns of a transgender person, we're talking about the words we use to refer to them, like he, she, or they. Imagine if someone called you by the wrong name all the time. It wouldn't feel good, right? That's how it feels for transgender people when we use the wrong pronouns for them. Using the correct pronouns is a way of showing respect and understanding for who they really are. For example, a transgender boy, someone who was thought to be a girl when they were born but knows he is a boy, might use he, him pronouns. A transgender girl, someone who was thought to be a boy when they were born but knows she is a girl, might use she, her pronouns. And some people might feel that neither he nor she fits them just right, so they use they, them pronouns. It's like choosing the right outfit that makes you feel great about yourself. When we use someone's correct pronouns, we're showing them we see them for who they truly are, and that can make a huge difference in making them feel accepted and happy. Being transgender isn't new, but the way we understand it is always growing. It's about feeling like the label you were given when you were born doesn't really fit who you are inside, whether it's through changing your look, taking medicine, or just asking people to use the pronouns that feels right. It's all about being the truest version of yourself. The journey can be tough with ups and downs, but it's also full of hope and bravery. Remember, it's pretty simple. Respect, kindness, and a bit of understanding can make a huge difference in someone's journey to be their true self. So, let's cheer on everyone's quest to live their best and most authentic life. Thank you for watching. And remember to always be true to yourself. In case nobody has told you today, I love you, and I believe in you.